Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome to Terraria 1.4. I have created a new character, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and he is a classic character who's going to be playing in Brian 1.4 Master Mode. It is a Master Mode, the hardest difficulty, large world. It's corruption. I have created it, but I haven't gone into it yet. And I've heard from other people. The game's been out for a few hours. Oh, we have sunflowers right at the start. That's actually very handy. I've heard from other people who have played Master Mode that expect it to be extremely difficult, especially right at the start. And I am willing to cope with that, I think. I've played through difficult Terraria games before, and I've played through as a summoner before, so I know how to just avoid enemies and not attack them. I've played hardcore before, so I know how to stay alive when we have a bunch of things on the line. This is a quote-unquote classic softcore character, so he's just going to drop some money on death. But it's definitely going to be super important, and we can see on the mini-map. Oh, we got a grapefruit. Nice. Let's go ahead and eat that right now, actually, because it'll give us a well-fed buff, which will improve some stats. Let's go ahead and make some basic housing right at the start. So I'm going to get some platforms together, and yeah, I think I should do the typical thing of building a house kind of in the sky. So let's start with the house up here. And just some very basic housing that we can have the guide and eventually a merchant living in a minute. Oops. And yeah, we'll kind of go from there. I expect I'm going to need to lean on the NPCs in the early game in order to kind of have them protect me with some extra firepower. So that is kind of my current plan, not knowing exactly what to expect. I'm not going to intentionally take damage from a slime right at the beginning, but I'm sure I will accidentally take damage from a slime pretty soon into the game, and we'll get a quick sense of just how difficult things are going to be. And it looks like that's probably actually enough walls. Okay, so here's our first enemy. I have a large copper short sword, great. And the guide has already done like half the damage to this slime. Short swords, once again, can be aimed in different directions, which is great. Gonna jump up here. I wanted to kill the slime so that I could make some torches. Torches, torches, torches. As we do. And then let me also make a little bit more furniture, assuming I still have the wood for it. Alright, so I can throw down a table and chair, and then let's just see if this is also valid housing. This room is missing a wall, so I do need more walls. The guide is probably going to struggle to stay alive. I imagine that the enemies do more damage to the NPCs as well as dealing more damage to me. Okay, that was not too bad. Blue slime did 18 damage. That's tolerable. Obviously there's a lot of range. I'm going to go ahead and make a hammer now so I don't forget about it. I need to make some more wood walls. 8 is probably enough. Still some missing walls, but it should be good enough. Okay, that's suitable. Great. And then I don't usually make armor, but I think in Master Mode it probably does make sense to go ahead and start making some wood armor. Blue slime will not be hostile since he's not been hit yet. Blue and green slimes on the surface. And I think also like the desert slimes. There's like 3 or 4 slimes that don't start out as hostile. And so we'll take advantage of that. Okay, even with some armor, that guy just did a bit of fair damage. And the guide's attacking that guy. I just want to quickly go ahead and make a helmet, because I think there might be a set bonus. I never make wood armor, so I'm not even sure. Set bonus, 1 defense, great. Okay, so we're up to 5 defense already. That's terrific. And we are successfully killing slimes, if nothing else. And I do have some sunflowers, which can be an advantage, because they give the happy buff. Okay, there's a bunch more sunflowers out here. The happy buff, for those who don't remember, movement speed increased, monster spawns reduced. So that is definitely something we're going to want at the beginning of the game. So I'm going to collect some extra sunflowers. And yes, chests. Great. We got some throwing knives. Can of worms. Right-click to open. Neat! Okay, extra fishing bait right at the start. So I might not have to catch every worm that I see, like a compulsive crazy man, as I am prone to do in Terraria, if we can find those kinds of things somewhat frequently. These guys are going to start wrecking me if I'm not careful. We got 3 slimes in tow. That seems pretty good, and we have the guide over here. So I'm going to continue to use the guide as leverage for helping kill some initial monsters. Like, honestly, it doesn't seem too bad right here at the start, but until we get some good weaponry and things, I'm sure it's going to be rough. There's another acorn that fell out of the tree. We've seen acorns and squirrels and random fruits come out of trees. I feel like the spawn rate is possibly higher than I'm accustomed to. This guy has a coin. No, it was platinum ore. Okay. This guy has something inside of him too, and I can't tell what it is. Spelunker potion. Nice. And we have a chest already. Let's go ahead and throw the chest down. And actually, let's put it up here. I'm going to move the torch like so, and put the chest up here. I'm going to put it here to start. And let's just start dumping off some things that I don't need to be holding on my person right now. The recall potions, I do like having those. Oops. I want to keep them right there. We'll go ahead and favorite those. And the gel can go in an ammo slot. Okay. And purple slimes, I think, possibly give more gel. This guy's got a recall potion inside. This guy is going to take a lot of effort to kill, it seems. But I think the bigger slimes actually give you more gel. Oh, okay. And there's our first death to the purple slime. Hopefully I will respawn in time to be able to chase him back down, because I do want to try to do our experiment on purple slime gel. So I'll be moving to the right immediately when I respawn. There we go. Okay, so that one dropped 1 gel, that blue slime. And now Purple McPurpleton over here. We have to do science. There we go, 3 gel. Yes, okay, so it does drop more gel potentially. So yeah, despite the fact that I'm going to take a lot of deaths. Oh, interesting. I can't break this. After I read it? Okay, I just broke the block below it. I'm not sure if that's what did it, or if I had to read it first, or... I'm not sure how the breaking of tombstones goes. In any case, I just happened to notice this iron ore here. And iron is always valuable, so we're going to grab that. But we found a chest near the surface over here, and so let's come back from that in a little bit. And let's instead try to travel a little bit farther to the left and to the right and find out about our world. I'm going to move this here. That can stay there. Let's keep these on the bar, because I want to keep planting sunflowers. Keep our happy buff all near our home. Okay, corruption's right there. That's going to be instant death. So we're going to try to box him out. Yeah, I think he's moved back down, and I think he's going to stay behind the wall. I kind of know how to exploit the AI of a variety of early game enemies, and so I'll definitely be doing that in order to try to stay alive. This is where I double check that I'm actually recording. And I am. Okay, different color trees. Okay, we need to plant another sunflower, definitely. I can feel my movement speed slow down when the happiness buff wears off. Okay, and the desert's over here. This could be good in terms of getting some cactus. Why can I not break sand? Can I... I have to chop down the cactus first. Okay, so you can't just break the sand underneath the cactus anymore. The old tricks, they no longer work. A Cactus Sword is a good weapon, so we probably won't stay alive very long because eventually an antland's going to come and kill me or something. But let's try to get as many cactus as we can. I need to remember that I have some throwing knives on my person. And do I have like any money at all right now? Hardly. Got 10 silver. Ooh, there's something new here. So there are trees growing in just the normal desert that's not at the beach. And then these are some other types of cactus. They're almost like cactus rocks. Oh, and there's like a oasis here in the desert, and some plants growing in the water. All kinds of new stuff. Oh my gosh. That's like a perfect size lake for fishing, too. I wonder if there's now going to be like desert fishing or something. Is there any chance I'm going to be able to kill you? Maybe. Alright. And notice none of the throwing knives ended up being retrievable. I think the consumable throwing ammo, which is now range damage, there's no such thing as throwing anymore. I think those consumable things are never retrievable, so if you fire an arrow, the arrow is not going to drop, even if it doesn't hit an enemy. So that's a change, and I don't really feel like going any further over here. I do want to dig up some sand while we're here. But then I think I'm just going to recall and go back home, and we'll have the sand for when we need to make glass or different things like that. But I think if I go any further, I'm likely to die. So instead, I'm going to gather some resources and head back home. We can make ourselves a Cactus Sword, and I can start checking out that cave that was just to the right-hand side of my spawn point. So I'm just going to flatten this out a little bit, and then we're going to head home. And I will put the little bit of money that I have in a chest, just so we can start storing it up, because I don't want to keep losing it all. Don't need to worry about the copper, but I will take the silver. And we're going to have to start placing some torches, so we have some light at night. Oh neat, the little plant wiggled as I walked by. So it's not just going to be wind that will interact with those plants. I think I can jump this. There we go. Nice pocket of iron that's relatively near the surface. And also, I feel like maybe this copper pickaxe... No? Okay. I was going to say it doesn't have the range penalty, but I think it still does. Yeah, -1 range. So upgrading a pickaxe is usually a good thing. I hear a fallen star on the surface, but there'll be zombies out there. Will probably wreck my face. We are going to need some stone to make a furnace so that we can start smelting some ore. And I'm pretty sure that's 20 stone. So while it's quiet for the moment, here comes a zombie. We're going to try to get our 20 stone. And then we'll keep moving. Oh crap. Where's my torches? I don't have them. We're going to die. Sure. Okay, let's try to not die. That's one way to do so. Alright, so, trying to take advantage of skills I know from playing hardcore and expert. Oftentimes, rather than fighting enemies, the smartest thing to do is to just box them out. Just like in Minecraft, you'd say, you must place blocks. Similar kind of thing here. So we are going to dodge and try to get around this zombie. And I would like to open all these pots. Okay, I can't see where the zombie went. I would like to have more blocks, but I just don't right now. That's fine. Okay, let's see if we can box in the zombie, possibly. Crap, I didn't. Okay. Okay, he's just gonna kill me. Maybe not. I might be able to box him in down here. Yeah, I think I can do this. Okay, zombies boxed in. The demon eye, I think with 175 of these throwing knives, I could definitely kill the demon eye. Because even though he deals a ton of damage to me, I'm not sure if his hit points are different. I'm not sure in Master Mode exactly how the stats have changed. I know the player is going to take much more damage, because I think enemies have more attack power, and they probably have more hit points as well, so the enemies are more tanks. But honestly, I don't know the fine details of how things are changed in Master Mode. And I never even made my Cactus Sword. And I could make a Cactus Pickaxe as well, one presumes, although perhaps some things have changed. I think since there's 2 slimes here and throwing knives are penetrating damage, and it's downhill, that's the smartest way to deal with those guys. Got some rope. Rope is terrific in the early game. Seems like there's a lot of pots, which I very much appreciate. And yeah, other than that, I don't know that I see a whole lot of differences in terrain generation. What type of ore do I have over here? More iron. Okay, this zombie's gonna come harass me, so let's choose to do this. We'll box ourselves out. Oops. And we're probably dead. Throwing knives might have enough knockback to keep this guy off me. Okay, that worked. I did not realize there was a cave here when I started digging through the iron. I see some gems, a grappling hook. Mobility options are always super important in the early game in Terraria. And gems are one of the easiest ways to get a grappling hook. If we can get 15 of the same gem, we could make a hook. And we are like halfway there in terms of topaz. And topaz is one of the more common gems. So that's a nice start. And we already had 9 copper bars, I think, and so actually, with the iron, I could also make myself a watch so I know what time it is, which is something I like to do, plus it's a free accessory that it can occasionally come with a stat bonus. So that's a reason to motivate me to dig up some copper, even if copper isn't really very good. And then let's see if possibly we can get back out into this main cave on the left without encountering any more enemies. There was a zombie out here, but perhaps he's gone another way. Oh, life crystal. Super lucky. I'm just going to go ahead and eat it. Previously, until you got 160 life, you weren't kind of endangering yourselves in terms of unexpected boss things. Okay, there's definitely more enemies. Like, the spawn rate has got to be up in Master Mode. Like, this feels like jungle spawn rate as opposed to normal overworld kind of spawn rate. And I'm trying to remember, I think you start the game at like 8:15 a.m. And so it would be about 20 minutes in that it would be the next morning. So if I can survive, based on how long I've been recording, for like another 3 minutes underground, oops, then we could just use a recall potion to get back to the surface and craft up a few more things that I want to craft. It feels like there's a little bit more empty space underground. It feels like the world is slightly more hollow. Once again, I have a very small sample size that I'm dealing with here to try to draw such an inference. But that's my nature in terms of just trying to science things out. There's some kind of void above us over here. So let's make some more platforms so that I can go up here and see. There's like some more iron up there anyway. That might be worth it. And yeah, it looks like there's a cave over here to the left too. And I should be able to place some light in it. Okay, so we're doing a good job of staying alive. I've managed to kind of spawn cap the area to the right of me, and so in the small area that I'm in over here, we're not encountering new enemies. And we're gathering blocks. Blocks are super important until we get the merchant so that we can buy a sickle to gather hay extremely efficiently. It can be difficult to gather a ton of blocks, and blocks are one of your main advantages against the mobs in the early game. Since I was boxing out the zombie, for example. Looks like this world has tungsten. So we've seen copper, iron, and tungsten. And this world also has water. Okay. Let's see. Probably one more minute, and I can try going back upstairs. And I didn't notice cobwebs in any of these caves so far. Cobwebs are obviously a good early thing to get, because it can help you craft a yo-yo, which is a pretty nice early game weapon. The Cactus Sword will probably work reasonably well. Another thing I could do is you can hover your mouse, and if there's an enemy, you'll get the name of the enemy when you hover the mouse, so that's a possible way to look for caves. But right now I'm not seeing any of that. But apparently there's a cave over here that just doesn't have any enemies in it. So let's take a look, and then we'll probably recall shortly. I hear a mouse anyway. Shurikens. More throwing weapons. Nice. Oh, and we have gold. Okay. And another heart crystal. Great. Life crystals, yum! let's go get that first thing. Don't see any traps. Is there another one down here? There is. Wow. So I'm going to eat one of them and save the other. Because I don't want to have 160 life yet. Because I think King Slime is like 160 life, plus a certain amount of player-based defense when Slime Rain can first happen. And so I don't want to do that before I'm ready. And sorry about the darkness here for a second. Okay, that's just a little mouse. He's not going to be a threat. I do want to have some clay in case I want to do some planters right near the start. It's probably daytime again on the surface. So we're just going to go to wherever is super easy to see in this cave. And if we don't see anything else great, we'll head upstairs. Sorry, little mouse. I don't see anything else great down there. And let's quickly look up here. And I think I need to use some platforms to get up here. There's a tiny bit more gold. Alright, I think I'm content. It is indeed daytime. Our guide is here. Let's... Oh, we have 6 gold. Great. So we should be able to get the merchant. Let's just re-verify that we have valid housing. Housing is suitable. Great. So we should be able to get the merchant. I'm going to put some of these on the bar. Let's go ahead and craft with our cactus. I would like to make a Cactus Sword. Let's see. So yeah, I think I'll go for that. And I'd like to make a Cactus Pickaxe. Oh, this one's legendary, though. Let's see if we can make a better one. Can always sell these to the merchant later. Do they not, when you craft them, do they not come with modifiers anymore? I think it would be unlucky for me to craft 6 in a row with no modifiers, so maybe you just can't get them anymore when you just craft an item. I'm not sure. Okay, in any case, let's build a furnace. And let's start smelting up some ore. Right, because I need at least 1 more copper bar, I think, and that will enable me to get 10 of these. Then I need some iron. And with that, I can make... I guess I need an anvil first before I can make chains. So let's make an anvil, even though I'll be able to buy it from the merchant later. And also... Sorry, guide, I'm going to mix up your house here for a second. Put the chair back over here, but I like to have the anvil and things all together. Right here is my crafting station, and then we do still have some iron, so I should be able to make some chains. There they are. And then with 10 copper bars at a table and chair, I should be able to make a watch. That has not changed. What is this? Topaz Gemcorn. Wow. Okay. Let's check that out at some point. Armored. Okay, so that one did come with a modifier, and now I just got 3 more base defense. That is super terrific. Merchant has not shown up yet, and I am tempted to build more housing, because we'll be able to get the nurse, and I didn't notice any explosives in my inventory to possibly have the chance of the demolitionist yet. But yeah, for the moment, I think the smart play is to try to get some more NPCs on my side ASAP. So that's what I'm going to choose to do. And we're going to have to choose to harvest and plant some more trees as well. Okay. I should have gone ahead and gotten my furniture ready to go as well. Okay. But I think we've only died twice so far. That sounds plausible. So I'm already feeling pretty good about this. And let's see. I have 6 gold on me. I don't need to hold all this gold on me. I'm pretty sure you only need like 1 gold coin for the merchant to show up. It's possible that that has changed. Alright. Seems like we're out of wood. So I'll deal with that in a moment. Having more NPC housing is usually good. Assuming things hasn't changed, the more rooms with background walls that are suitable housing that exist in the world, the faster it is likely for an NPC to actually appear. Because basically the game randomly samples... There's the merchant. The game randomly samples squares in the world, and if that square that it's looking at is a background wall inside a house, then that's how it places NPCs. Alright, so there's some things I definitely have to buy. We have to buy that, and we have to buy this. Okay, so sickle. Let's start collecting some hay. Sorry, squirrel. You're in the wrong place at the wrong time. These things happen. We all understand that. I'm gonna let this slime jump over my head and just choose not to be angry with him. We're gonna grab a bunch of hay, and then we're gonna switch to using hay blocks as our main blocks, because we're unlikely to run out of those. And then now that I have this, I can start catching worms, which won't be as important since it's possible to get like the worm can or whatever it was. And yeah, let's see how the Cactus Sword works against our friend the slime. And maybe the merchant will come throw some shurikens or whatever he does. Hey merchant, come back. And also, I want to buy the mining helmet actually, which I think costs a gold, or maybe it costs 4 gold. Since I've got the extra money. Oh, and a piggy bank. Yeah, I've got enough money to do all these things. Mining helmet, 3 gold, 4... Okay. And piggy bank. Yeah, I've got enough for that too. Great. Great. What is this? Forest pylon. Teleport to another pylon. Right. So, my understanding... Oh, and let's talk about happiness. Nice, lots of privacy to store my wares. I like the scenery in the forest. Okay, so this guy seems to prefer a particular biome, I guess. Although the ice biome is where he would sell the marshmallow. I thought maybe he was going to prefer the ice biome. So, once again, NPCs apparently have a new happiness mechanic. If you make the NPC happy, he'll reduce prices on some things, and you can get pylons. And pylons, I guess, make it possible for you to teleport between pylons in the world. I'm going to sell all these cactus pickaxes, even though it seems like kind of a waste. Oh, can I not shift click them here? I guess not. I don't mind doing this. That's fine. I'm going to buy some more torches too. And so if you set up different kind of mini housing areas and different biomes, you will be able to teleport in between them without using a teleporter, is my understanding. So that's cool. I made these clay pots. Let's go ahead and place them in here. Can you put them on table? You can. Since I have some day bloom. Alright. Let's see. Are there other things that I want to make right at the start? One thing I definitely need to do is get organized, but that's something I can do off camera, perhaps between episodes. So for now, there's some fun music happening here in the background. Right, I do need to plant more trees. So let's do that, because I am still going to want a lot of wood for different things, as well as the possibility of getting lemons and peaches and grapefruit and other things popping out of trees. But I think it makes sense. Yeah, let's explore... We know the corruption's over there. Let's try exploring further to the left while it's daytime. And I don't need, on the surface, this, so let's do that so that I get the set bonus. And let's continue harvesting more hay while the opportunity arises. I think it's likely that we're going to run into some bad enemies who are going to kill me over here, but maybe I won't. Maybe everything's going to be great. Okay, those guys don't seem to drop hay. How much damage does the sickle do? 9, 8. Okay. I wonder if the sickle can defend me from the vulture, so let's find out. Almost. If I keep moving, I can use this knockback effectively. So let's do that. Same for the next vulture. Oops, okay. Don't take silly damage. Great. And I would like more cactus again in the future. And I could even try growing some cactus at home just by placing some of the sand that I have. So I might consider doing that at some point. Alright, sickle, hay, etc. Eventually we're going to come to the antlion den, and things are going to be bad. But yeah, this is actually, oops, going pretty reasonably. We're learning things and not paying too great of a price. I guess, I wonder if like coconuts could potentially fall out of these trees. What is that? There is a slime riding a balloon. Because why wouldn't he? Okay, and then the balloon popped, there was a popping noise, and then he came down to attack. And so presumably, I'm just making things up here, but I imagine since there's some kind of wind event... oh, what's that? Dragonfly. That seems like a critter that I might be able to catch in a net. So I'm going to attempt to do so, even though it's going to be risking my life here. Actually, let's do this. These guys don't fire when you're below them. Oops. So I just need to stay below them. And then I think I can hit him. And the dragonfly is maybe going to stay out of range. We're going to kill this guy first before we go after the dragonfly. I might be able to climb up the tree and try to catch the dragonfly and find out if he has bait power, which is what I'd like to do, so let's try this. Okay. Hoop! Got him. We got a dragonfly, 20% bait power. Great. We're learning things. New critters. It's amazing. And we're mapping more of the world, and we're still alive, which is also amazing. Alright, I think we have enough cactus. Let's switch back to the sickle, gather some more hay. There's some kind of weird-looking flower here, which is just that. Weird-looking flower. Seems like the terrain here is less flat and more hilly. Now we've come to a flat area. Some more very big trees. I just want to knock down, say, 3 of them to see if any other things pop out of them. Oh, and here comes the jungle. Okay. This is probably where we'll need to turn around or face death. But we'll grab some wood while we can. The slime sneaking up on me is actually advantageous, because that's one enemy working toward the spawn cap that's not immediately going to kill me. Alright, there's some crazy fascinating plants on the water here that I'm going to unceremoniously break. There's a frog swimming in the water. I did read that frogs can swim, so we might just hop out of the water here. Yeah, it's the same frog that we know and love from before. And I can see things happening there. Okay, that is already going to be potentially something capable of killing me. Heal. Okay, yeah, we're going to die very quickly out here. So we got a taste of the jungle. We got that mapped on the map. I have 3 NPCs. I still don't have any explosives to try to get the demolitionists yet. So that's a shame, because that's something that would really help. And let's talk to the nurse about her happiness. I don't think I've done that. Happiness. Vital signs are normal. Okay. So she's doing okay. Let's add a little bit more light right over here. Let's use the sickle some more in order to gather some more hay blocks and some more day bloom. Okay, but I feel like that is a solid first episode. I have some NPCs, I have some basic armor, I have some basic housing. I have ropes, don't I? I remember getting ropes. Did I stack them in the chest? Because I'd like to use a rope to get into the house rather than hopping up like I'm doing. Yeah. So let's grab some ropes. And let's change this around. We're going to put the light there. And we're going to break this. And we'll have this be the entryway into the house. And yeah, way to go up like that. And we'll leave some platforms out here that I can catch to drop off at different levels. That'll be good. Okay. So, there is our first day, our first episode in Master Mode, and I'm feeling slightly more confident than I was going in, but I'm sure it's going to be very difficult. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon for more Terraria 1.4. I expect I'm going to upload these episodes somewhat frequently for the first few days because I'm really going to want to play, but I don't want to get too far ahead of commentary and feedback. Once again, please no spoilers in the comments, but if you want to talk about, like audio levels or UI features that are not really gameplay features, but just things that I should know about that you think are worthy of sharing, you can always do that. But yeah, and then after a few days, I imagine I might slow down to like every day or every other day in terms of uploads. We'll see. Yeah, I'm rambling, as I often do at the end of episodes. I'll see you guys again very soon. Bye-bye.